Hey everyone, it's Maydad here from Y&V Health and Wellness. And tonight, like every other Tuesday night, I'm usually joined by a health professional or somebody who is part of the Footprints Retreat and some of the half-day retreats and other programs that we run here in Bondi Beach. And tonight, I'm joined with good friend Maxie Million from Up South Cafe, who is the chef and the owner of Up South Cafe. Max has been working in the hospitality industry for over 10 years and he's got a wealth of knowledge with different meals that he cooks. And he is an important part of our Footprints Retreat as they make all the delicious meals, including the acai bowls, the vegan meals, the detoxing smoothies, the wraps, and so many things. Max, welcome on to tonight's Zoom and
Thank
thank
you,
you for
Maynard.
joining me. Yeah, how have you been?
Good, thanks. So I'm doing some work this morning, and how are you?
Oh, okay, excellent. Tell me, what time did you start this morning?
I just had a bit of admin work, so I didn't start too early today. I wake up at 8, I think, and just started working.
Okay, because usually I'm up at 4 in the morning and I usually head down to the gym, and by the time I'm there before 5, there's sometimes somebody in there already doing preparation. So I
Yeah,
commend you guys for the hard hours, and I guess it's like that in hospitality in a lot of kitchens and places that people
yeah.
run. I used to work in a bakery many years ago when I left high school, and I was a pastry chef. And some of the hours that I used to do overnight, like graveyard shifts from like 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock in the morning or 4 in the morning till about 11. So you can see all the hard work that you guys put in, and it shows with the cooking and the delicious meals that you make.
Thank you. No, I know. A bakery will be even tougher because you will probably get up by 2, 3 a.m. I would guess.
If you're making bread, sometimes you start overnight. Like I had some crazy hours. 9 to 6 was terrible, but the worst one, well, was almost as bad. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning till
Yeah,
11 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning. That was quite
yeah,
bad. But Max, it's great to see you here. And obviously we wanted to share with our viewers that are going to be watching this back a little bit about the great foods that you offer, but also the great foods that people can get and to experience at the Footprints retreat that I run and the half-day retreats. So if you could start off by perhaps if I could ask you if you could share with us a little bit about the journey of your studies when were studying when you left high school and all that sort of stuff before you got into what you're doing now.
how I get into cooking is probably just I used to watch my mom cook a lot, and that's how I picked up the interest in cooking. And so I moved to Australia like about 10 years ago as well. That's where I started studying, working as a chef, and I met Cherry as well 4 5 years ago, and yeah, we just start running the cafe together.
Cherry is your partner
My,
or
my partner, yes,
yeah. Now she's great too. She's always really friendly in that, and she's
yeah,
always, you can see, always running around and
yeah.
working hard and stuff like that. That's great. And what sort of you must have worked at a couple of different kitchens and different places before
Yeah.
you. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Uh, Honestly, it's just all over the place. So, I used to work in a bar, used to work in a few cafes, a few fine dining restaurant as well. So, little bit of experience all over the place, and I just find out like cafe hours is the best, like work the best for me.
Yeah.
Because the bar where you really start at like 10 a.m. and you finish really late as well. So, if you're working on that day, you pretty much uh use up your whole day already.
Yeah, the great thing about the bakery is usually finished by 2 o'clock, and I think
Yeah.
you finish about 2 or 3 o'clock or something. You
Yeah,
get
I finished about 2 or 3 o'clock. Yes.
Yeah, excellent. You can start uh, early in the morning, 6 or 5, and finish by 1 or 2 o'clock, and it's great.
Yeah.
You can go home and have a little siesta or something, a little break, and then
Yeah.
go to the gym or go to the beach or do whatever you've got to do. Do some shopping. No, that's what
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
get.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Um, was there is there I noticed that uh you know you got a variety of different dishes and different things that you guys make there, and obviously you must have worked at a couple of different places to get that experience. I know when I was um pastry cooking, I really enjoyed moving from one bakery to another. At one bakery I spent almost like 8 years studying, that was called the Gelato Bar down at Bondi Beach, which is no longer there. It was
Mhm.
almost there for about 50 years. Um,
Wow.
the guy came out here from Hungary and from Europe, and he opened it up. And it was the first place in Australia where they made apple strudels and black forests and all that. It was a renowned, well-renowned place. But I managed to myself go from one bakery to another bakery, and I found that learning French pastry cooking, German pastry cooking, Swiss pastry cooking, Italian pastry cooking really worked together. It was a great fusion to be able to collaborate and bring it into my own skills. And
Mhm.
when I served and worked as a head chef in other bakeries. But can you tell us how you got started in Up South Cafe? Because you've been there for a while now, haven't you?
Yeah. I reckon 4.5 years now, 4 years. Yeah. Like how do I get started?
Yeah.
So actually, Cherry's parents bought the cafe for Cherry. So when I meet Cherry and like she kind of needs someone to help with the like kitchen area. That's where I came in.
Yes.
So that's where I designed the menu and like basically like the whole menu like I designed it.
So
So
you
that's how, yeah.
designed, so Max, you designed all the menu yourself from your experience and all the places that you've been, all the
Yeah,
experiences.
I'll say most of them. Yeah,
Excellent, excellent. Because when I look back before you guys owned it, I can't remember who exactly was the guy that or people that owned it, but it was never nowhere close. Did it have the vibe? Did it have that
yeah,
happy energy? I'm not saying they're just even the food, like all those pistachio drinks
yeah,
that you make, all the um, carrot cakes and the
yeah,
juices and all the healthy meals, which we'll go
yeah,
into a little later on.
yeah.
So how how's how was that experience been? Starting like 4 or 5 years ago and developing and building it. How was that for you?
Honestly, the pistachio matcha and most of the drinks are Cherry made it because she loved watching TikTok and all that kind of stuff and like the trendy stuff. So I'm more into like the kitchen stuff, like the food stuff.
Mm.
Cherry's more like the creative, I guess, in terms of drinks and cakes, and she
Yes.
loves to watch all the baker. So a lot of thing changes, I guess, if you compare it to 4 years ago. Like you don't have all this like fancy strawberry matcha, pistachio matcha, all of that kind of stuff.
No, there was none of that stuff before. It
Yeah,
was quite simple. It was like bacon and eggs,
yeah,
mushrooms, a couple of it's toast, cheese and toast. It was quite simple. It wasn't really
yeah,
any like I mean the stuff that you do now um uh is amazing. I mean I
yeah,
anytime I get a chance, I love coming down.
yeah,
My clients are always going there, and so and everybody that we've had in our retreats and our programs and stuff like that have all really commented highly about the food that they have at your
yeah.
cafe.
Glad to hear that.
No, it's great to have you. Now, what sort of dishes do you like to prepare most? I mean, in the past, you said you've worked in a couple of different kitchens.
Yeah.
What sort of dishes do you do any traditional? Uh, I take it where you're originally from, China?
I'm Indonesian actually.
Indonesian,
Yeah,
sorry. So
yeah,
are there any traditional Indonesian dishes that
yeah.
you
There's few menu that sorry, there's few dishes on the menu that was Indonesian. So because I like most of the stuff is Indonesian as well, and they love Indonesian food. So that's why I put some some dishes on the menu which are Indonesian, and obviously I need to kind of think of my target market as well, which is a lot of Australian, a lot of like England people, like English people and stuff. So just try to like kind of fusion like those
mix it
two
up?
different cuisine. Yeah, yeah. Just mix it up, I think.
Because you're probably one of the, apart from the croissants and a few little other things, you're probably one of the only places that doesn't really get into making. I've never seen you make lasagna or anything like that. You do something, all your stuff is really, really like it's really beautiful. I'm not saying lasagna is any bad.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
most places you go, you got lasagna, you got this, and you got like they've got the hamburgers and all that. I know you make some really nice burgers in there. Can you
yeah,
tell us a little bit about the burgers and because I've had them a couple of times and sometimes I've had them with they had that brown roll, that dark.
yeah. Chocolate bun.
Yeah, yeah. Can
Yeah,
you tell us a little bit about the creation in that? Or what's in that?
like in the burger.
Yeah,
Uh it's just a classic burger. It just got like a really fresh ingredient, like just a nice, really nice patty and like all fresh. We got a veggie from the market back I think in Flemington, I think it
yeah.
was.
Yes.
So we kind of support local market as well. So we got some fresh veggie every Saturday. So it's just like a classic beef burger.
Yeah, it's so yummy.
Yeah,
Even it smells nice, and just the way
yeah,
all the salads that you put in, the sauces that
yeah,
you give it a variety of sauces. You can have like sweet chili or something. You can have
yeah,
mayonnaise and all that. No, it's so nice. Um, Max, can you tell us a little bit about the dishes that you prepare? I'm going to try and show my screen here with the what do you call it? The vegan meal itself. Uh, the vegan meal itself that you make, and that's one of my. I've got to say that's one of my favorite meals that you
yeah.
actually make. Um, and
Just,
can you,
you want to tell you about it?
I'm just going to get it up on the screen
Yeah,
uh, where we can find it. Here it is. I'm just sharing it now. So
yeah,
first of anyway, anybody, this is a photo of your Up
yeah.
South
Perfect.
Cafe,
Yeah,
and this is Max working
yeah.
away. That was the other day when we took the
To,
photo. But
yeah,
if you see this, scroll, we'll go over the. This is the vegan meal right here, and this is my favorite meal. And can you tell us our viewers what's in that meal? Because that to me that I've been to many cafes and that, but I've never seen anyone make it the way you do, and that's just beautiful. Whether you're a meat lover or vegan or whatever, I could eat that any day, all day.
yeah. I guess like vegan is quite popular nowadays. So I have to include like one of the dishes like to be vegan. So it's just like you got some spinach there, some tomato, mushroom, some hummus as well, and some scrambled tofu, and with avocado as well. So
Yeah,
just basically like a lot of fresh stuff. Like you just put them together.
and how well is that presented? I mean, you can just look at the picture; it just makes you hungry. Is
Yeah,
that sauerkraut, and it's got some pumpkin, a little pumpkin, or
pumpkin hummus. Yeah,
pumpkin, and it's got like a sauerkraut or something on the side, hasn't it?
yeah,
I think sometimes they sprinkle it with some sesame, the avocado with sesame, and some
yeah.
roasted almonds and cashews, don't they?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so really high protein as well, and
yeah.
just delicious as well. Yeah.
And that's usually served by some rye bread, some sliced rye, toasted rye bread, isn't it?
Yeah, we got sourdough.
Yeah, that's so yummy. Like honestly, anybody, if you get a chance to come visit Up South Cafe, that's the meal. That's my favorite meal. It's actually my favorite meal in Bondi, and I love that meal. And
That's
I
good.
never told you that, Max, but that is my favorite meal. And these are all the meals that we can get when you visit Up South Cafe, especially when we're doing our footprints retreat or a half day retreat. In that, we've also got the healthy wraps that we had on the half day retreats, where Max has a variety of halloumi. Can you go
Yeah.
share a little bit about?
Like so we got chicken wrap, mushroom and halloumi wrap, also bacon and egg wrap as well.
Yes,
Yeah, so very healthy, very high in protein as well, very nutritious. So that's good for the gym people, I guess.
and the great thing, Max, I noticed because we'd done a yoga session early in the morning just before sunrise on the beach, and then we came back to the gym, had a few drinks of water, and then we did a boxing workout. And straight after the boxing workout, um, we did a little bit of neurotransformation therapy sessions, and we did some goal setting and some team building stuff. And then we had the meal that you provided us with, and which were all those healthy wraps and the juices. And the thing that everybody said was like, and there was a variety of different wraps, like there was halloumi, bacon and eggs, and there was the chicken wrap. Everybody said it was just so light to eat, especially after a workout, and it just felt so yummy that they just loved it.
Mhm.
Can you tell us a little bit about some of the detoxing smoothies and the acai bowls that you make? Because our, I know the participants really love those, the chocolate ones with the fruit, kiwi fruit and strawberries and banana
Yeah,
and blueberries.
yeah. Um, Detox smoothie. Just we try to make like a obviously we live in Bondi, so everyone wants a healthy kind of smoothie.
Yes.
So detox is probably one of our most popular smoothie because It looks green, looks healthy, and it's yummy as well. It got mango, spinach, honey, and we just use water as well to blend it. So a lot of smoothie use milk to blend, but we use just water for our smoothies.
I think it's much better unless they use a non-dairy milk, something like
Yeah,
coconut or something like
yeah,
almond milk or
yeah,
something like that. It really, yeah, I
yeah,
don't eat too much dairy, and I think a lot of health
yeah,
conscious people are starting to
yeah,
understand why.
yeah,
What can you tell us a little bit about your acai bowls?
yeah. Our cyborg.
Yes,
Um, Asaibo is actually from the old owner. So Diego,
yes,
he kind of make a recipe for the acai and we just kind of like I guess perfect it. So
yeah,
we put a lot of like extra toppings and you can add like some peanut butter for extra protein as well, Nutella or extra fruit or granola. So you got a really nice acai with lots of toppings.
yeah. No, that's that. They're always, all the participants always like them, and you seem really busy. There's always people outside sitting on the
Yeah,
outside the cafe eating them and enjoying them, especially on a sunny day. Great way to just to give you a little bit of energy and then really healthy. But Max, as I said, like I'm looking at running a couple of more retreats
yep,
next year. Obviously, we've got our next year planned, and there's a fair bit going on. There's about at least 4 more retreats going on, and we're looking at doing some different things that I'm going to discuss that with you in person when I see you and let you know the dates and that, so you're fully prepared with your
yeah.
great team in all the work that we'll need you to do with the catering and that. But are there any exciting things coming up with your cafe that you want to share with some of the participants or any of the locals that enjoy your fine foods?
Yeah, so we've just published a new drink. It's banana matcha pudding. It's quite trending now. So hopefully there's a lot of people that come to try it. There's
What,
also
what's in that, Max?
it's a banana pudding, but you kind of like fusion it with matcha. So matcha is quite popular nowadays amongst the cafe.
Yes.
So we just kind of mix them together, and it tastes really good. So
And
try it out.
the great thing about your stuff, Max, is like all
Yeah,
the meals are freshly prepared,
yeah,
fresh produce, as you were saying, and you make it right in front of the clients. I mean,
yeah,
I've been there when you've been a bit busy, and I could see the guys making this vegan meal for me. I could see them making stuff for me, and like that chicken sandwich that you have toasted. That was delicious as well. They make it
yeah.
right in front of you, and that is the great thing about it. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the desserts that your partner makes, Cherry makes?
Yeah, we've made most of our dessert or pastry. Like we made it in house. So we got carrot cake, we got some brownies.
The carrot cake looks amazing with the frosting and
Yeah,
all. As a pastry chef, and
yeah,
the way that the amount that you serve and you give the client is huge. I'm
yeah.
surprised it's
We
that
we
big.
we, tr-
Most
we
people,
try to be generous all the time, so they feel like happy and satisfied that they
yes,
came to eat. Yeah, so that's one of our goal.
it's easily probably enough for 2 people. Easy.
Yeah,
You're very generous.
sometimes it happens.
Does without having to give me too much of the recipe, and then I'm not asking for the
Yeah,
recipe, but I understand. Is it a heavy dense carrot cake or is it quite light?
I
I
would
know,
say it's quite light and fluffy.
yeah, it looks that way, but when you look at it, it's quite yellowish, sort of.
Yeah,
It's not so heavy dense and dark
yeah,
like a fruit cake batter that looks.
yeah. Definitely not. Yeah,
So it's more not like a it's like a American, uh, like an American, not batter cake, but it's actually a carrot cake. It's quite similar in that
yeah,
sense. And
yeah.
what have you got in that apart from carrots? Would you use walnuts and
Yeah, we use walnut. We got some cream cheese as well.
yes,
So, really simple, but we just try to make it as good as possible.
yeah, well, looks amazing. I
Yeah,
haven't tasted it yet, but
yeah,
it's so tempting, you know. Uh,
yeah.
you said some of the other desserts that you make were
We got brownies. We make our own cookies as well. We have cheesecake.
Is
Yes.
the cheesecake that you make, Max, is that a baked cheesecake, or is it a preset like
Oh, no, no, it's a baked cheesecake. It's a bus cheesecake.
oh, okay. So
Yeah.
is it ricotta? Is it what is it?
It is. I think cream cheese and ricotta. I think.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not too sure. Actually. Cherry bakes all the stuff, so I'm more like the like kitchen part and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I probably keep it out of each other's way. Let them focus on
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
your own part. Man, that's amazing. And you know, is that Up South Cafe? Is that the only one you've got? Is there any desire to franchise? Because this is an incredible it's beautiful energy that you've got there, and it's like
yeah.
yes, I mean
We are having our second location soon, but we're still keeping it as a secret actually, to be honest. So
mm,
we'll reveal it. We will reveal our second location next year. So that's something exciting for us
that's
as well.
amazing,
Yeah,
Max. That's fingers crossed. Obviously, you know, I wish you all the
yeah,
best.
yeah,
And it's great to see young people like you and Cherry doing great things and in doing so empowering others. I'm sure like other people that work with you are empowered by seeing that and being a part of that growth, you know?
yeah.
Amazing. Is it, do you think it's going to be in the eastern suburbs or is it going to be elsewhere?
It is probably going to be Eastern Suburb.
Excellent,
Yeah,
excellent. No, it's a great brand. I love it, mate. Look,
yeah,
Max, before we finish off and close tonight's Zoom,
yeah,
can you share with some of our audience that are going to be watching this back all your social media
yeah,
page, like, and then obviously what's the best way for them to come in, you know, the address of your cafe and
yeah,
the best times, etc.
yeah. Like, do you just like for my like Instagram, Facebook?
Yeah,
Yep.
Instagram.
So Instagram is just Up South Bondi, same as Facebook, and our website is @southbondicafe.com. And best time to visit, I'll say either early in the morning or brunch time, lunchtime.
So do you have separate, like early in the morning, do you have something for early in the morning, or is it the same menu all the way through?
Yep. So we have our menu started straight away from 6:30 to 3. So we do all day breakfast, all day lunch. So actually, even though doesn't matter what time you come, we'll still be serving all of the menu.
That's a really cool thing because a lot of cafes they only
Yeah.
serve certain things to a certain time to 10
Yeah.
o'clock, 11 o'clock, and then after that
Yeah.
you get something else.
Lunch. Yeah.
Yeah, because I know. Do you still make those shakshukas and that?
Yeah. Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
Yeah, they were delicious. They were
Yeah. It's
really.
one of my favorite as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I thought it would be, but that like I can't get like even just looking at this screen. If anybody watching this, that vegan meal is just to die for. You
Yeah.
know, you have that with and I usually have that with a peppermint tea and a little bit of honey that
Yeah.
um Max brings out, and that's the best way to start the morning after a good
Yeah.
gut and that. But Max, and what's the address of your cafe that on Bondi Road?
Yep. It's 249 Bondi Road.
249. There you go, everybody. 249 Bondi Road, Up South Cafe. If you get a chance, if you're in Bondi, I'm pretty sure you guys open 7 days a week, don't you?
Yes, we do open 7 days a week. We open 6:30 on the weekday and 7:30 on the weekend.
And you shut at about 2 or 3 o'clock
Yeah, we close at 3 every single day.
every single day. There you
Yeah,
go, everybody. And for all those people looking to join me and my team on the Footprints of Treat and the health and wellness programs that we run, for Max and his team of chefs and workers are a big part of it as they provide us with all the catering and all the meals from the wraps, acai bowls, detoxing smoothies, vegan meals, and all the brunches and lunches that we have running. Last weekend, we ran half-day retreat, which is right here, was the 7th of December. And we started with yoga on the beach, as you can see, with yoga instructor Emmeline, and that included breath work and human movement. And then we moved on back to Bondi Boxing Gym, where we did the human movement boxing class. And that concluded with a really powerful vision session, which allowed us to tap into people's internal representation, their submodalities, and talk to them about their trajectory. Then we were served, of course, from Max and his team of chefs up at Up South Cafe, some healthy meals. And as I said, those juices and the halloumi and bacon and egg wraps and chicken and salad wraps were delicious. And later on, we moved on to the Nimbus retreat area where we did our ice baths, and we concluded it with acai bowls. If you want to know more and learn more about these great programs that I will be running next year, including the 2-day Footprints retreat that is going to be in March 2025, and that's going to be followed by the half-day retreats that we did on the 7th of December, just shoot me a message on my Facebook, Mayday Ronan's Coaching, or my Instagram, DM me on Mayday Ronan Coaching, or you can simply call me on 0402 622 662. Max, it's been great having you here. I look forward to catching up with you. We're only across the road from one another. Take care and have an amazing evening.
No worries. Thank you, Mayday. Have a good one.
Cheers, Max.
See you. Bye-bye.
See you, champion.
See you.